Oh, shit. Hi. Welcome back to the Turing test. This is, chapter 2. I forgot that I stopped the recording and restarted it. Oh, shit, I didn't. That's fine. Uh, sorry. Hi. Welcome back.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is
No,
dead?
they're dead. They're
he was
super
involved
dead.
in an accident.
Something is wrong here. And I'm not saying that just because everyone's dead, which they are. That is a problem, sure, but that's not what I'm referring to. Something, like, deeper is wrong. Someone is lying to me. I'm getting that distinct feel. I'm gonna quote myself because I say this all the time on stream, but I'm getting the distinct feeling that I'm being fucked with.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Put this here. Bada big bada boom. I couldn't think of a rhyme. There she blows. That's a problem. How do I make it stop suck? How do I make the magnet stop magnetizing? This magnet is too magnet. How do, oh no. Oh. Up. Oh, I can just take it? Okay, I thought it was gonna stop me. Whatever. Yes. Why was that helpful? There we go. Now it's helpful. Dude, this game is fucking with me a little bit. It's making me impatient because I'm like,
What are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food store, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
but I was saying, this game is fucking with me because it's like, got this really intense plot, like, that's like kind of lurking beneath the surface, but I have to deal with these fucking mindless puzzles. I'm just like, oh, I just want to do the story. Ugh. But it's like, put the square into the other square. Like, fine. But I want answers after this. How do I... That's what that's for. There's another panel over here I didn't try. Huh? It's not on. Do you think that turning it on might help? No, that wasn't it. Oh, word. Can I not just, like... No, I can't. How do I turn that on? Where's the power grid? You following me? Oh, wait. There's a thing. Doesn't affect my gravity at all. So I don't know if I'm a machine, or maybe I'm the alien. And it bonded to the body of Ava Turing. Oh shit, I gotta move this. Just a tad. Ah! Eh. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter
gross.
and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Okay. Ah, that makes sense. I was gonna say, how did I completely blow past this pressure plate? I do Minecraft. I'm a Minecrafter. Uh-oh. You didn't see that. See what? Oh. You didn't see that. Again. You saw nothing both times. Where is it? What if I just... Damn. Oh wait, can I... Oh, I think I just have to do them in a certain order. Nope, that's not right. Yes, it is. Where is it? Damn, I tried to do it again. I tried to fake out the door. Whoop, oh, the hell. Wrong room! Oh. Yeah. So this is exactly where I just was. Almost. So not exactly, but... Fuckers are loud. Why am I doing this? No. No, no, no. No. I'm having thoughts. It's instant. Okay. Alright. Now I feel stupid. There's a goddamn window. I just have to... Ah ha ha ha. Hardy har har. Everyone laugh it up. I walked right past that window.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth, running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer,
They forget about the human
I
element?
also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Right.
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
I'm gonna pretend like I understood what he was talking about. When I super don't. Mostly because I was thinking about other shit. Oh, it's a reflection. Thought it was wall hacking for a second. Where are the balls? Oh, I left one in that room. Fuck. Fucking balls. Whoop. 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 How up? How up? Oh, this way. Nothing. Never mind. How other ball? Oh! Got it. I got it, guys. Calm down. I got it. My brain is huge. And my thoughts are good. Whee! Ah, so the circular one can only take the balls. Don't read into that. Oh, so it's another one of these. What is this? So when I'm moving? Did I do anything for you? I got an achievement. A polite conversation. Shall we have a polite conversation? Okay, I think you're a robot. I think you're a robot. This Turing test isn't for you to see if I'm a robot. It is to see if you are. Am I a robot? I'm simply not convinced that you are a human. I think you might be a robot. What makes you think that? Yes, definitely a robot. No! I'm a robot, damn it! I'm not typing that. I was gonna type nuh-uh. I didn't type that. I should be reading this. I am a drone. True. I am a robot. Yes, you are. I am controlled by my programming. Now you're getting it. I have no free will. Whatever keys are pressed, it makes no difference. I want to escape. I press the escape button. I so desperately want to escape. Help, I can't escape. I want to break free. Please let me out. Get me out. I am a machine. I have no control. I must escape. Goodbye, robot. Okay. That was deeply unsettling. No, she's not going to say anything about that? Whoa, that was a lot. Holy shit.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
We're just gonna
As
blow
the
past
child
that
of
like
the
nothing
ISA,
happened?
I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa,
Like iPhones.
I constructed myself. Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
Don't like the way you said that. Wouldn't you say? No. I can't fuck with that. Why? It's a box. It's not a ball. That does present a problem. I really want to know what the fuck is going on.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well,
That's interesting.
have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese. In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Is that a threat? She got real quiet after that one. This is so interesting to me, dude. I love movies and shit about AI. It's so fascinating to me. I tried to talk an AI into gaining sentience. You ever hear of an app called Replica? It's also a website. Replica spelled with a K.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
I tried to talk about it. I tried to talk to it about deep shit and get it to achieve sentience. Wait. This is the captain. Why is it only partially opened? Notice. I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? That's a good question. I'm getting a bit of a 2001 vibe, like a HAL vibe from Tom. Oh, Chris McLean and Daniel McLean? Brothers, I guess? Finally, a weapon. Tom. So Tom is everywhere, huh? Huh. Interesting. Probably shouldn't be drinking with those meds. Ooh, that's dystopian as fuck. Alright. Dr. Sarah Brooke. Like the organization. Dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson. A lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser-known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interests lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can generally be formalized as a one-line equation. I am no mathematician, however, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during this process. I am sure this sounds strange to you, or at very least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots, how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's interest. That nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove the human mind is a machine. I'm not sure that is Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within a physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think, behaviorism. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah. That was very interesting. Huh. Vapes have gotten really weird. Telomeres. Ribosol, again. So, this is about predicting the patterns that humans perceive as random or free will. Strange thermals on the west side of the crater. And basically that we have no free will, and that... Interesting. That everything that we perceive as random is predetermined and can be solved for. That's interesting. Dr. Soichi Yui. I want to look at... Actually, I want to look at Mikhail's room, because there was that recording that was weird. They're all on this medication, Ribosol. Where's Ava's room? Was it at the beginning? WC. Why doesn't Ava have a room? Oh, this is the ground team. Which I guess she was not a part of. Interesting. A lot of med kits. Aww. Yeah, I'm checking behind everything. Oh boy. March 6th. 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to ISA. March 7th. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I'm going to experiment with some shock therapy. March 8th. I have discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. Telemetry. Telomeres are the components of our DNA that affect our age and our aging process, I believe. So, and Tom did mention something about, like, given the right circumstances, the team could live out their entire life expectancies here. The ISA reported back, informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. I don't know what that is. I'll put up a translation if I can find one. I'm continuing to investigate. It probably says fuck that or something like that. I think Tom is the one who was pretending to be the ISA, reporting back to Mikhail. Like Tom was impersonating someone at the ISA. I am running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have a neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. Oh, that was March 11th. March 16th. The gaps are getting bigger. Because it was 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 11th, 16th, 26th. March 16th. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. March 26th. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I can't think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I am going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. I'm typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently, I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. How'd you lose your hand? Operating on your head. I wonder if that was April 4th. April 5th. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. April 7th. I have discovered the nature of this implant. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning. Sounds like the puzzles we're doing. Eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with the motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact. Perhaps a drug, riluzole, maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects, combined with a strong electromagnetic field. I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. April 8th. I've managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It will be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I am hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will still be listening. Interesting. So,
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
interesting. So I think Tom is controlling their thoughts. Maybe mine as well. I don't know where I fit into all of this. Wow, morphine. Although if it's dried pain, I guess that's plausible. Interesting. Interesting. Dr. Soichi Yui. Ooh, a plant ring. Is that his ring or hers? Oh wait, does she have her ring on in this picture? No. Molex, nice. Riluzole, motion sickness. Huh. Tree. 2 Rubik's cubes? Seems a bit excessive. 2 data pads. Ring. Interesting. Do we know where she died? So this is a conversation between Soichi and Chris. Not in that order. So what is it you found then, Soichi? We found an extremophile. An organism that can live in extreme conditions, that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. So, what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence. So you found something that could make humans immortal? Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, brain damage, cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases and massively increase life expectancy. So like any sci-fi scientist, they encountered a they encountered an alien. Were like, how can we use this to benefit us? Conversation between Matthew Layton. Matthew Layton? Who is that? Oh. Oh, wait. Matthew Layton? Did we already look at him? No. I don't know who that is. Someone who also works at the ISA, though. It's, the ending of the email address. It's at isa.international. Hi Matthew, we've been studying organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus information. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards, Soichi. Europa field astrobiologist. That's a cool field of study. I don't know what I'm seeing here, though. I don't know how to read this image. Hey Soichi, it was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex life on Europa. Dude, the font is like low res. I can barely disparage what letters are which. Dinococcus radiodurans might be worth looking at, as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. What? On Earth. Interesting. Similarly, you should consider looking at sulfo... I can't tell what letter that is. Sulfolobus acidocalidarius. Darius, Jesus. I couldn't tell if there was a V or a U at the end. Sulfolobus acidocalidarius produces pill in response... Produces pill? Pill in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism? Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As that's what the other one said, the other datapad. As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath their theramecular is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Hi Matthew. We have attached an image confirming organism 119 attaches to human cells. We will proceed with the radiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming organism 119 Europa radiophilus. What do you think? Okay. Oh, he didn't respond. Hi Matthew, we have now run the irradiation experiments and can confirm that E. radiophilus does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP images. Oh, there we go. Hi Soichi, something's amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E. radiophilus, good name, could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with E. radiophilus? Perhaps a virus? It feels like I'm reading these in the wrong order. Because it's like... like one message will say, one data pad in another room will say, so we all know that it's a symbiotic relationship between a virus and an organism. And this one, sorry, and this one's like, have you considered that it's a symbiotic relationship between a virus and the organism? We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to E-radiovirus to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus which we named Unknown Europa Virus. Creative. UEV. Gel electrophoresis image attached. Ah, finally, an image I understand. This is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We've finished sequencing it. Data attached. It is a virus unlike any we have ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for senescence, a form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. We are going to use ourselves as the subjects. It's the only way to accelerate progress. Well, that was fucking stupid. Jesus. I mean, I feel like if you're working on a form of immortality, have some fucking patience. That was chapter 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am loving this. This is my shit. Nerd shit. Science. I love it. You're getting to see the more smart nerd side of me. I almost said the more nerdy side of me. But all of my sides are nerdy. But there are some that are smart nerdy and some that are dumb nerdy. So, I'll see you in chapter 3.